Good day, students. Welcome to Module 5, Part 4 of the course Math 23 EE, Engineering Mathematics for EE. Fourier series provided an ideal framework for analyzing the steady-state response of systems to a periodic input signal. Fourier transforms extend the ideas of Fourier analysis to deal with non-periodic functions. So the Fourier transform is an integral transform, like the Laplace transform. The Fourier transform is very useful in situations where the Laplace transform does not apply. The Laplace transform can handle inputs for t is greater than 0 with initial conditions, while the Fourier transform can handle inputs for t is less than 0 as well as those for t is greater than 0. The Fourier transform of a function f of x is, we have your f hat of w is equal to 1 over square root of 2 pi times the integral of f of x e raised to negative I w x dx with limits from negative infinity to infinity, and the inverse Fourier transform of f hat of w is f of x is equal to 1 over square root of 2 pi times the integral of f hat of w e raised to I w x dw with limits from negative infinity to infinity. Another notation for the Fourier transform is f hat is equal to the Fourier transform of f, so that your f is equal to the inverse Fourier transform of f hat. Example, find the Fourier transform of f of x is equal to 1 if absolute value of x is less than 1 and f of x is equal to 0 otherwise. For your solution, we have your f hat of w is equal to 1 over square root of 2 pi times the integral of f of x e raised to negative I w x dx with limits from negative infinity to infinity. And then we have 1 over square root of 2 pi times the integral of e raised to negative I w x dx. And then with limits from negative 1 to 1. Since your absolute value of x is less than 1, we have negative 1 to 1. And then we have 0, f of x is 0 otherwise. So from 2 to infinity, and then from negative 2 to infinity, we have 0. So this becomes 1 over square root of 2 pi times the integral of this. We now have e raised to negative I w x over negative I w. With limits from 1 to negative 1 to 1. And then we now have 1 over negative I w times the square root of 2 pi times e raised to negative I w minus e raised to I w. And then we have e raised to I w is equal to cosine w plus I sine w, and e raised to negative I w is equal to cosine w minus I sine w. Therefore, your f hat of w is equal to 1 over negative I w times square root of 2 pi times cosine w minus I sine w minus cosine w plus I sine w. From here, we can cancel cosine w since cosine w minus cosine w is 0. And then, we will now be having 1 over negative iw square root of 2 pi times negative 2I sine w. From here, negative is cancelled. So we can now have your answer. We have this 1 over w square root of 2 pi times 2 sine w. And simplifying this further, we have square root of 2 over pi times sine w over w. Okay, last example. Find the Fourier transform of e raised to negative ax of your function of x e raised to negative ax if x is greater than 0 and your f of x is equal to 0 if your x is less than 0. In here, your a is greater than 0. For your solution, we have the Fourier transform of e raised to negative ax. We have 1 over square root of 2 pi times the integral of e raised to negative ax times e raised to negative I wx dx with limits from negative infinity to infinity. And then since we have your function f of x, if your x is greater than 0, your limits must be correct. This must be corrected. So this must be your lower limit must be 0 since you have greater than 0. So we now have 1 over square root of 2 pi times e raised to negative the quantity of a plus iw times x divided by the negative quantity of a plus iw with limits from 0 to infinity. For x less than 0, we have your 0. And then your Fourier transform of e raised to negative ax is equal to 1 over square root of 2 pi times a plus iw. For this slide, we have your table of Fourier transforms. We have, for the first column, we have your given f of x, and then the next column is your Fourier transform of the f of x. This is the continuation of the table. Before we end this part of the module, I will give some applications of your Fourier transforms. Fourier transforms first found its application or most of its application in the solution of partial differential equations. Today, Fourier transform methods are most heavily used in the analysis of signals and systems. Typical applications of the Fourier transform are found in amplitude modulation or AM and sampling. Also, Fourier transform has applications in spectroscopy, quantum mechanics, signal processing, and etc.